Hi everyone, Liz here, thanks for stopping by. So I am going to finally put away the rest of these wonderful special shaped gems and jewels and crystals that were gifted to me. I think it was Sharon. So yeah, thank you for that. And she did send me a huge bag that she no longer wanted or needed, and I have been putting them away. Some of them have got the gem code numbers on, so I have been adding those as well. And I did the first half, which was my box number 1 of all my special shaped gems, and these are the ones that I had left over. This is how far behind I have got with everything at the moment. But anyway, we are catching up, and it doesn't matter. I keep saying to myself, it doesn't matter, it gets done when it gets done, and I'm just going to have to keep that in my head at the moment, because there's just been so much going on, which I'll tell you a little bit more about as we go along. Based on Rebecca Admore's Zest storage system for her spare gems, her spare drills, where it's for the resin and acrylic drills, whereas I do this for my special shapes. And what I do is put them into colour order. So if I'm looking for a silver gem, I'll go to my silvers, and then I split each category into large rounds, so that's anything bigger than your standard crystal. Then marquees, which are like your diamondy shaped with a point at both ends. Your teardrops, which are teardrop shapes, and then miscellaneous, which is hearts, flowers, stars, all different sort of shapes and sizes and things, all go in there. And then I split it up, as I say, into colours. In this box I've got silver, gold, black and white, I believe. Oh no, blue in here as well. Have I got white in here? Yeah, so I've got silver, white, gold, which has its own row because there's so many of them. And then black and then blue. So black and blue like a bruise. It's just how the colours have worked out. The other colours are all in my other box that I did do. If you look in my playlists, kitting down, putting away spare gems, storing spare gems, then you will get to see that. I've got these little boxes at the back at the moment so that they don't all fall over. But yeah, it's just how I store them. It does seem quite faffy. We all have our own ways of storing things, but I am quite OCD with things, so I do like to have things in order. And if I want to come and find a silver teardrop in a certain size, I want to be able to come to my silvers, look in my teardrops and have a look through and see if I've got the right size one, because things do go missing. You do get occasionally, very occasionally, kits that haven't got enough gems, or sometimes I want to substitute out the gems that come with the kit and put some specials and sparkling things on it extra. So yeah, I'm just going to finish putting these away now. So where shall we start? I'll leave the silver and gold till last because they're the biggest ones. It looks like we only have one black, so we'll have a look in the black first and we'll get that one put away. So these are black large rounds. They're like a round with no facets on. They're like a semi-sphere, I think they're called. And then I'll have lots of spare bags to use again as well, because yeah, I've been doing a lot of specials recently with Halloween. So now I need to get everything put away so that I can start on my Christmas. Right, so let's have a look and see if we can find the right size of these. The best way to check on sizes is sometimes to look on the backs of your gems. That is the same size. It does look slightly different, but when you put it together, it is the same. So we'll have a look at that one. See if we've got any others. No, that's definitely too small. So as you can see, I've got all sorts of ones. They're the same sort of size, but they have got facets on, so they need to be separate. That's like a grey colour, which I've put in with the blacks as well. I just have to remember where I've put these things. Okay, so they go in there. So, yep, this is the one that we have. So now this one's going to have some friends, look. So we can put an extra couple. I hope he's not one that likes to be on his own in a bag, because now he's got 2 friends. He's 2 company, 3 a crowd. Oh dear. No, it just gives you more people to talk to and more friends. There you are. So he's got a friend now. So that's the blacks done. Yay! So shall we have a look at the white ones next, because there's not many white ones either. So what I like to do with them is just see if any of the ones that I've got are the same as the ones that are here. So they look like they're the same as that one. They are slightly bigger. Are they the same size? Let me have a look on the backs. Yep, so I've got 2 the same there, 2 the same there, and 1 there. These are like the white pearls, and then these are like whites that are larger than your B5200 standard little gems, without any coatings or anything on. And no, there's no code number on that one, so that's fine. So let's have a look in the whites. They're all round, so we only need rounds. And I think you'll get the gist as we go along. Yeah, it's just the way I like to store them. And I'm a crafter, I can't throw anything away. Well, I can, but I struggle throwing things away. So yeah, I guess I'm a little bit of a hoarder as well. A craft hoarder, not other things. Other things I'm quite happy to have leave the house. But yeah, my craft stuff I do like to keep. Right, that one does look as though that could be that size. That's definitely... that's too big. That could be those. I have got numbers on these. Oh, we've also got those as well, so I'll put those there. They're definitely too big. Too big. They're too big. Oh, look at the size of that one. Great big one. Wow. Oh, I think that could be those, so that's going to be quite a lot of those. And then I've got the cream ones. As you can see, the cream are very much a different colour to the white ones. So, yeah, not a subtle change of colour at all there. So let's have a look at these. These are all whites. So I do think they are the same as those. Yep, so I can pop those in there. Let me put my tray underneath. It's such a long time since I've done this. I'm all 6s and 7s. So yeah, hubby is now out of hospital. Yay! After being in for just 2 weeks, fortunately. Yeah, it's been a bit of a nightmare. Well, it's been a lot of a nightmare. And it's one of those things where you just really couldn't make it up. It's just been absolutely ridiculous. Why have I got 2 bags of these? They've all got... yeah, they've all got an iridescent coating on, so I think I must have not seen this one and started up a new bag. Let's get all these semi-spheres in white pearl put into one bag. I do occasionally come across ones where I've thought it was a slightly different colour or a slightly different size, and then when I look at it again I think, no, you were wrong, Liz, it's exactly the same. Get it put in the same bag. Oh dear. One day I might actually get to do some projects with these as well. I've got so many ideas, and I'm sure a lot of other creators, like myself, have a lot of other ideas as well to do with spare gems. But it's just fitting everything in. Yeah, life gets in the way. It's so rude. So that's that one. And then these, which I say are a bit strange. They're just like a bigger plain gem, and there's no facets on any of those. So these are all in this little bag. So if I do get anything with a gem code on, these are QO81, then I will put a number on them. So yeah, I've got all these bags to reuse. So yeah, I've started looking through all my Christmas stuff, so I can start doing that, which is good. We need to be cracking on with that, otherwise I'll do exactly the same as I did last year and run out of time. If it was food, you'd say your eyes were bigger than your belly. What can I say? My want list is bigger than my can-do list. It's probably the best way to describe it. Right, so shall we have a look at blues next? Let's get all these blues, turquoises and all sorts. So we've got rounds, we've got teardrops, we've got rounds, we've got round marquees, rounds, oh I love those, and round, and teardrops, bigger teardrops, marquees, round, oh ovals, we like ovals, teardrops, pretty teardrops, rounds, and teardrops. So we've only got one large oval, so they will be in blue miscellaneous. So let's have a look in the miscellaneous. Blue miscellaneous right at the back. Okay, so there are turquoise ones with no facets. So So let's have a look through and see if we have any of these stars, ones with little bubbles on, hearts. Oh, they're bonny. Oh, I'd forgotten about those. I do love looking through these. Oh, they could be those. We have a look at the backs. They are, so I do actually have some of those. Wow. Okay. So we don't need another bag. We can just add these to this bag here. Yay! Okay, so how is everybody? I hope you're all doing okay and that life is treating you as kindly as possible. As you may know, if you've been with me for a while and you've been watching my videos, hubby went back into hospital. I think he managed about 6 or 8 weeks out of hospital this time, after telling me he was going to stay out of hospital for a year. Yeah, and then he was back in. So yeah, he started having seizures, unfortunately, which isn't good. So that's something new to add to the list of all his other ailments that he's got. As I say, we play consultant bingo. We like to just go and see a new doctor and a new department each time we go. I'm just going to look through these and see if I can find ones that look similar. So yeah, it's been a bit traumatic. He was very poorly at one bit, and I was not sleeping because I was listening out for the phone, and yeah, it just likes to keep us on our toes. Oh, it looks like that one's a new one then, because there's an iridescent coating on there, and I haven't got any that size with an iridescent coating. Or are they the same as those? Oh no, they're smaller. So they're definitely those. So I've got a new one. Just double check again that I've not missed one. I like the darker blues. They've got iridescent coatings, but they're a lot smaller. And that's a paler blue. That one's no, they're a different one altogether. They're like a darker blue rather than, or are they? No, they're definitely a darker blue. So, oh, we've got a new one. Okay, that's fine. We don't mind that. We can cope with that. So I'll just pop those back in there. And I just happen to have a little bag because I emptied the other one. So we can put this. I just like them all in my nice, neat little bags. These are quite a thick one, but very expensive. So, yeah, a considered purchase, as they would say. Right, so there you are, that's those. So anyway, he's home and he's okay. We've got lots of new medications, taken off some old ones, put some new ones on. But it's been a bit of a battle and a bit funny. I did tell you about, if you saw one of my previous videos, I did tell you about the man that he kept saying was looking through the window that was 8 foot. He's gone now, he's not there anymore, so that's good. It was just one of Paul's things that he could see, hubby's things that he could see, and kept telling me that there was an 8 foot man looking at him through the window on the 5th floor of the hospital. Yeah, not good. Are they the same as those? Let me look. I think they're... No, they haven't got an iridescent coating, and they are just a slightly different shape. They're more of a roundy shape. And they're just a little bit longer. Yeah, okay, so we've got 4 different ones to look for. Yeah, so because he started up, I won't go into great detail, but he started being very poorly, so they made him nil by mouth. And then they were quite concerned about him, so... Yeah, that was a horrible afternoon I spent, where he was literally begging me for a drink. He was absolutely desperate for a drink of water or anything. And obviously I couldn't let him have one. I couldn't give him one. And that was quite upsetting for all concerned, you know, because you just want to look after people when they're poorly. And yeah, not being able to give them what they're absolutely begging for was just horrible, really. So, right. So I haven't got those. They look like they're those. So I've got 2 new ones. So I need some new bags. Yeah, I haven't got that one. Okay, put those back. That's the teardrops. So we might have a few new ones. So I'll just grab a few extra bags while I'm there. Yeah, and then obviously because it'd been ill by mouth, and we had one bit where he needed to go for an urgent CT scan, and then the dialysis people came to take him for dialysis, and we got into the corridor and got him all ready to go for dialysis, and then the nurse comes running up and says, no, he's got to have his CT scan first. So we wheeled him back into his room, and then the CT scan came for him, and the porter said, oh, they won't take him for a CT scan if he's been sick. A fully qualified doctor as a porter, I think, there. No, I should think he's just probably seen it so many times before, just trying to save himself a job. Anyway, so he rang up and they said, no, we can't take him if he's still being sick. So we wheeled him back in again, and then he went for his dialysis. And then on Saturday, I turned up, not this weekend, the weekend before, the first weekend he was in. And they said to me, you know, he's on a restricted fluid intake and everything, just to make sure he can keep it down, he's not being sick, and, you know, he's okay with liquids, and then they'll move on to food, because, say, he was nil by mouth for quite a while. And he sat there with a cup of tea, and he'd had a mug of milk. So I said, oh, are you off your diet now then? And he says, well, I don't know, they just asked me if I wanted one, and I said yes. So the nurse comes in, and he's coming to measure how much water Paul has had, and I said, well, he's just had a cup of tea and a mug of milk. And the nurse says to me, well, where did he get those from? I said, I don't know, they were here when I got here. He says, well, has he been all right? Has he been sick? And I'm thinking, I'm not a nurse. So lack of communication, I do believe. But anyway, he was fine, so what can I say? All right, I'll just check if these are... oh, there's an odd one in there that's different. Slightly different colours. Slightly different ones. Oh, I've got a teardrop there. Should have put that in teardrops. I think they could be those. And they're like the pearly ones. And they're like... got all these different colours that we've got. Are they the same ones as those? Yes, they are, so they can go together. Right, let's put these teardrops away. I can't believe I missed those. These are one of my favourites. They've got hidden in with the rounds. I know I've definitely got some. There they are, look. There they are. Yay. So anyway, he started getting better, and he started, you know, being able to drink. And he was on lots and lots of antibiotics. We did get a call. He went in on the Monday, and we were in A&E for 12 hours. We got a really good doctor, to be fair, and he fully explained everything in English. And by English, I mean in sort of like normal person speak, not doctor speak. You know, where they start going on about, oh, it's this, and this, and it's like, well, the huftamuff coming out, and you just think, I've no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is. But anyway, he was really, really good. I'd asked him, did Hubby have his sepsis back again? And they said no. All his markers had come back clear. And then the next thing I know, I'm getting a call from them the next day telling me that his sepsis was back, and he did have... well, not back, but he did have sepsis again. So that was a real shock, because obviously it's very dangerous sepsis. All I can say is, if you ever suspect it, get whoever it is that you're looking after into hospital as soon as possible, because it's a horrible thing. Really, really horrible. So anyway, we got him... is that one? No, it's not quite dark enough. We got him onto all these different antibiotics, and we had lots of doctors coming to see him, and everybody's assessing him again. And I'm like, oh dear, I think they could be those. And are they those? No, they're too small. Oh, they could be those. Yes, I think they are. So we're just looking for like a different one there, the darker blue one. They could be those. We'll have a look. We've got a darker blue one. No, we haven't. That's strange that we've not got that. That must be that colour. Yes, it is. Yes, I was going to say, it's funny if we've not got that colour when there's so many in that bag. So yeah, it's so then, as I say, we were told, oh, he's got sepsis again, and you're like, oh no, because you know, it did take his leg 5 years ago, and he had it in his arms, and he's got some very large scars on his arms now from that. So yeah, in one way we've been lucky, but unlucky that he's had it 3 times, and then we had infections and all sorts of things going on. Not nice at all. He's been through the mill again, bless him. So anyway, he starts getting better, and they say, right, he's gone through his liquids now, he's keeping those down and everything's okay. So we'll start putting him onto solids, but he needs to sort of like maybe start on a yoghurt or, you know, soup or something like that to start off with. Fine, fair enough, we can do that. So I turn up another day, and he's sat there, and he says to this nurse, I'm really hungry. And she says, shall I see if I can get you a sandwich? And she comes back with a cheese sandwich, and he sits and eats this cheese sandwich, and I'm like, oh, okay. You know, you just expect that people are sort of like have maybe read his notes and know what they're doing. And then this nurse that was measuring his liquid intake comes back and says, oh, I've got some tablets. Shall we try putting you on taking your tablets with some yoghurt so that they go down a bit easier? And I said, well, he's just eating a cheese sandwich. And again, the nurse says to me, where did you get that from? I said, well, his nurse just brought him it. And he sat and eating it. And he says, and has he been okay? I said, yeah. So anyway, but yeah, he managed to, you know, he can swallow his tablets and everything now, and oh my goodness, it's just been, I don't know. And I am definitely going to, next time, well, hopefully never, but next time he goes in hospital, I'm going to put a sign round his neck saying, I cannot stand and I cannot straighten my leg. Because everybody that comes along says, can you stand up? And he said, no. Oh, just straighten this leg for me. I can't straighten my leg. So I'm going to have a big sign that goes around his neck that says that. Either that or just put it on a tape recorder and press play whenever they come near. And then his bed wouldn't work properly. He's the only disabled, well, like physically disabled person on the ward that they eventually put him onto a ward. Well, I say ward, there's 4 people in it. They only have nice little small wards now, which is great. And they put him into this little ward, as I say, and everybody else is able to get up and go to the bathroom and everything themselves, and obviously hubby Paul can't. So, you know, he needs assistance, and he needs his bed to be level with his wheelchair so that he can slide across. And his bed didn't go down. It would go up, and the ends would go up and down, but the actual physical full bed wouldn't go down. It was a broken bed, so it was honestly reported about 20 times while I've been visiting him. It still wasn't working when he left. It was just, honestly, comic cuts. You know when you think, is it me? What is going on? Help. Anyway, right, let's have a look at these silvers and put them into different ones. Oh dear. Oh, they're standard silver. They're the standard small ones, so they want to go in my jar. Right, we've got stars, which are miscellaneous. We've got marquees. We've got their miscellaneous. They're actually a round with a star stamped in, but I keep those in miscellaneous. We've got hearts. We've got more stars, more stars, more stars. Marquees. Oh, they're tiny ones. They're marquees. Yeah, they are marquees. I was thinking, could have sworn I saw a teardrop then, but it wasn't. More miscellaneous. They are. Yeah, you can see, look. They're slightly bigger than your standard. Just very slightly. Okay, and more hearts. And more slightly larger. And they're in miscellaneous as well. Oh, more slightly larger. More of those. Teeny tiny teardrops. More marquees. And oh, look at all of those. Gosh, must have been doing a lot with that size on. Wow. They are quite a popular size though, those, and they really do make things sparkle when you've got them. So they're all the same. So they're round. So let's have a look in silver rounds. Right, well, we've got quad cubes there. They don't want to be there. They want to be there. Right, so yeah, and coming home has just been an absolute nightmare. On this Saturday that's just gone, the physiotherapists came round, Are they look like they're standard size to me. Have I put some standard size ones in there? Yes, and I'm not quite sure why. Why are they in there? I'll have a look at those in a second. Oh, they look, oh no, they look like they've got a yellowy or a grey tinge to them. Are they those? Let me have a look. Yeah, they do look a little bit smaller, but they are those. I think it's, have I got two sizes in there? Right, so they're definitely a colour. I think they're like lemony coloured. So I'm going to put those in gold, actually. I think they're more of a lemony colour. Looks as though I've got some of them mixed in here as well. Not another mixed bag was the cry. So I'm going to put those in with those. Right. So, yeah, on Saturday I went and the physios came round and said, oh, he was fit to come home. And she seemed to think that he was completely fit. And I said, well, he can't be completely fit because 2 weeks ago we had physiotherapists and occupational health and everybody coming in to see him every week to help us, and we were getting to a really good place, and then he's ended up back in hospital. And she didn't seem to agree, so she sort of like was closing everything down, saying, oh, he's fit now, he's okay. I'm thinking, how can he be fit? He can't get himself from his bed to his wheelchair. He could before he came in hospital in May. But anyway, you know, you just get sometimes these people that just really don't listen. So it's just, as I say, being a comedy of errors, I believe, as we've gone through. Right, that's the round ones. So then I said, well, he can come home then. And they said, oh, well, we need to put people in place and we need to do this and we need to do that. And I said, well, we have carers. We had carers coming in before we came into the hospital. So we would like to keep the carers that we've got. Let me just sort these out into sizes first. I've not sorted them, have I? And she said, oh, well, you know, that's up to you. Because, you know, we've got a really good rapport and we've got some really, really good carers. We have been so lucky. And Paul really likes them. And as I say, I think I've said before, they get our sense of humour. You know, we are a bit silly sometimes and we do use humour to get through terrible situations, which isn't always to everybody's cup of tea, but that's just the way that we are and that's how we deal with things. So let me just look. Now they're a bigger one. They're a smaller one, so they could be those. I'll have a look. They haven't got an iridescent coating. It's not those. They don't have an iridescent coating, but they're smaller. That could be those. Gosh, look at those. Oh, they could be those. They could be those. They look really small. They're not those. Could be those. We'll have a look. So let's just pop those away there. Yeah, so anyway, after much to-ing and fro-ing, the consultant agreed, yes, he was okay to come home. He normally has dialysis at home on a Monday, a Wednesday and a Friday. While he's been in hospital, he's been having it Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So I said, well, is he having it on Monday or is he having it on Tuesday? And they said Tuesday. So I just said, well, would it be better if he came home on Tuesday then after he's had his dialysis? MO66, look, they match. So the ones I've gifted match with the number that I've got on these. Yay! It does work sometimes. So anyway, yeah, they said, oh, right, yeah, that'd make sense. Come home after his dialysis. It was pointless him going home on Monday and then coming back on Tuesday for his dialysis when... You know, they have to get all the medication and everything. Waiting for medication when you come out of hospital can take hours. One time when he came out of hospital, he didn't come home till 12:30 at night because he'd been waiting for his medication from 10 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, it was not good. Yeah, that wasn't a good day, but anyway. Alright, so are all these the same? Yes, they are. So I've had to start 2 bags of these because I've got 2 bags. So that's a full bag. Looks like this is going to be another full bag. And I think they're the same and they're the same. So, wow, I'm going to need a 3rd bag of these. Goodness me. Shall I just leave those in there? No, we'll put them in another bag. So then I rang up the hospital on Monday to make sure everything was clear for him coming home Tuesday. I'd rung up the carer team that we use to make sure that they could come in on Tuesday night for when he came home. And the guy I spoke to on Monday said, well, no, he's not ready to come home. We're waiting for this, and this. And I said, no, you don't need that. I don't need care arranging. I've got care already sorted. So he says, well, he's due his dialysis tomorrow again. So I said, yeah, that's fine. So we agreed Tuesday afternoon. Next thing I know, Monday lunchtime, they're ringing me up saying, oh, he's going to have his dialysis today instead. So he's going back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and he's coming home this afternoon. So I then had to quickly ring up everybody. Oh, dear me. And rearrange so that we had carers, because I have to have somebody to help me pop him to bed on an evening. Oh dear. You just couldn't make any of this up. It's just crazy, ridiculous. I think they are those. Yeah, I'm going to put them in with those. So yeah, it's just been a fight all the way along. Anyway, he finally got home on Monday afternoon. Well, no, Monday at 7:30 in the evening, sorry. And yeah, he was fine. And it was lovely to see him. He's lost a lot of weight, a real lot of weight. I think they've said when they've weighed him this morning, he's lost a stone in 2 weeks while he's been in hospital. So yeah, he needs a little bit of building up again, but he's not particularly hungry. You know, I think when you've not eaten for a while, it's going to take a while to get his appetite back. And obviously we've got to watch his diabetes, his blood sugars and everything as well. So, oh my goodness me. Right, teardrops. So it's all been fun and games, not. And then today he's due to go for his dialysis. And a taxi turned up for him. So before he goes in hospital, we have like a medibus comes for him with 2 people to help get him into his chair and into the medibus and everything. And today they decide just to send a wheelchair taxi with a taxi driver. To be fair to the taxi driver, he was lovely. I went out to him and explained, and I said, can you help me get hubby into his wheelchair? Can you help me lift him? And he said, yeah, that's fine. I mean, if the taxi driver had said, no, I'm not lifting, which he would be within his rights to do so, then I would have been pretty much stumped and not being able to get hubby to his dialysis. So anyway, after we'd got him safely into, you know, he sits in his wheelchair and he goes in this taxi. Fortunately, it was one that was where he was facing forward, because if we get him into a taxi where he faces backwards, he gets very, very car sick, and then he starts being sick. And the last thing we need at the moment is for him to start being sick again. Plus, as well, this is a taxi driver, not a medibus with 2 trained, like, well, I don't know whether they're trained to paramedic level, but they're first aid people, you know, first aid trained anyway, shall we say, which would be able to look after him and deal with him. So, I just want to stand in the middle of the street and scream at this moment in time. Everything just seems to be a battle and a fight, and you just think, why? Why is all this happening? Does nobody talk to anybody anymore? Please, just speak to one another and, oh dear, read notes. Please start reading notes. Oh, dear me. So anyway, he's home, and I'm so glad he's home. There is COVID in the hospital again, which was another reason why I really wanted to get him out as fast as possible. Obviously make sure he's well, but, you know, I don't want him hanging around where there's other infections he can catch. Because, yeah, last time when I got COVID and was really poorly, he sailed through it. He didn't have a problem at all. But that doesn't necessarily mean that if he gets it next time that he'll sail through it, because COVID seems to get different people different ways every single time. So, oh, dear me. But yes, so sorry for the moan again. I must stop doing these moaning with the chats. All I seem to do is come on and say, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and it's, yeah. Anyway, so no, we're all okay. We're doing okay, And I am determined, famous last words, to keep him out of hospital for as long as possible. Please send him thoughts of please stay out of hospital and stop going into hospital and frightening everybody to death. Yeah, I know it's coming up to Halloween, but we don't want any more. We only want to see fake blood and gore. We don't want to see the real thing. Oh dear. Anyway, the carers have just been absolutely wonderful. The girls that come in, they're just so lovely, and we're so lucky, and they were so pleased to see him and see him home and see him well again. So yeah, that's what we're up to at the moment. So oh dear me. I have done a bit of diamond painting. I've done a bit of decorating for Halloween. I'm going to have to start sorting my Christmas stuff out now. I've been spending money. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I do find that ordering something really, really nice does make me feel better. Not when I've spent the money and I look the next morning after I've ordered it at 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes. But no, I mean, it's all stuff. It's the things I've ordered we have needed. Well, that's what I'm saying to myself, and I'm sticking to it. But a bit of real tail therapy does you good. And poor Millie Moo, oh my goodness, she's been so upset that the carers weren't coming in, because they always make a fuss of her. In fact, they quite often speak to the dog before they speak to us. No, I'm only kidding. But you know what I mean. It's like if you see a dog in the street, you tend to talk to the dog rather than the person on the other end of the lead. Well, I do anyway. I'm terrible. And if I see a Scottie, I have been known to stop the car and jump out and go and say hello to the Scottie. Mind you, the Scottie owners seem to be pretty much the same sort of people, fortunately. So when they suddenly see a mad woman jumping out of a car to come and talk to the dog, they don't think anything of it. They don't call the police. Well, not yet anyway. Maybe I've just been lucky. But yeah, and they normally come in at around about 8:30, 9 o'clock to help put hubby to bed. So I think I've said before that on an evening before hubby broke his hip, before all that happened, he used to stay downstairs and watch his television programmes, and I used to go to bed with Millie and watch my television programmes, because we do have different tastes on different things. And you know, it was just worked really well. So as soon as one of the soaps that hubby watches, Emmerdale, finishes and the music comes on at about 7:30, then Millie starts nattering to go to bed, because, you know, oh, hang on, come on then, you've watched your programme, time to go to bed. But since we've had the carers, she's got into this, right, they're just do you know, I'm just going to leave these standard crystal in here for now, rather than going and finding my jar. Yeah, so she's Millie's now got into this habit of waiting for the carers to come, and then she knows it's bedtime after the carers have been. But of course they've not been coming because hubby's been in hospital. So she's still been waiting for them coming. She's missed her dad terribly. She's been and just laid at the foot of his chair and you know, done the usual not particularly speaking to me, because I've let the ambulance people take her dad away. It's always my fault. I'm used to it. So Millie's got used to the carers coming in and then going to bed after the carers have been, because, you know, I go upstairs so I'm not disturbing hubby while he's going to sleep. You know, he does tend to get tired, particularly on dialysis days. He gets very tired. So where have I just seen miscellaneous stars there? Miscellaneous rounds. So yeah, she was waiting for them to come, and she refused to go to bed any earlier than like 9 o'clock, 9:30 it was one night, because she was convinced that they were going to turn up, and whatever I said, she wasn't listening to me. So yeah, she's sort of like, she's really missed them. So she was absolutely over the moon when they came back on Monday night to see her. Well, she thinks they've come to see her anyway. They've really, I say, come to sort hubby out. But It's been a crazy time. What can I say? Right, they're my keys, they're my keys, they're my keys. So let's start off with the miscellaneous first. Let's do these. So we're in the golds. Right, oh, I was about to start singing then. Good job I didn't. We don't want it to rain again. It keeps raining. It was very, very dark yesterday. Goodness, and it's quite dark today. So they're all stars. They're all the little marquees that are that colour. And that's, oh, that's very, very pretty. Look at those. They've been on something very sparkly. A little bit mermaidy, those, aren't they? So we've got small stars, large stars. And they're slightly different stars to those. Oops, can you see those? And a very big star. So let's have a look in gold miscellaneous first. Oh dear. Life just gets so complicated sometimes. And it doesn't need to be. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I just have a complicated life. No, it's not the teeny tinies. Could be possibly that size. That looks like that could be that size. Oh, hang on. Was that size? We'll have a look at those. So we're just looking for the ropey ones now and the sparkly ones. I don't think we've got the ropey ones. They're a different colour. Oh, maybe the ropey ones are in marquees then. I thought I had them in miscellaneous, but obviously not. So, and we haven't got any of those sparklies. Right. Okay. So let's put the sparklies in their own bag. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel as though I've spent my life on the telephone, sort of like saying things to people and feeling as though I'm speaking a completely foreign language because they're just not getting what I'm saying. Now, shall I put those in marquees or shall I put them in miscellaneous? Let me just have a quick look in marquees. Because I did think that the ropey ones were in the miscellaneous, but oh no, they're there, look. So, oh, and I've got glittery ones in there. So maybe I'll put them in with marquees then. Yeah, I'll put them in with marquees. So I'll put those in there. I'll put the rope ones away now, and then I'll probably have to get them out again in a moment to have a look through the other marquees, but never mind. This isn't going all that smoothly, but that's because I'm rabbiting away again at the same time, aren't I? Hey dear. It's a good job we can laugh, I must admit. It really is. Millie has just been a little diva self. Our neighbour, our friend and neighbour that takes her out for a walk for us in the morning. He's been looking after her at his house while I've been visiting hubby. He goes out in he's been looking after her while he's been in and I've been out. So he had one of his friends over to watch the television the other afternoon, and she sat in the place where Millie normally sits. So Millie did quite a few roos at her because she was sat in her space. So they all sort of moved out the way and, you know, accommodated her on the settee. And after 5 minutes of getting her own way, then she's down, gets down and goes in the other room and goes to sleep. So she was just letting the lady know, well, I normally sit there. You're not sitting there. Oh, good, I've got you moved. I can go somewhere else now. As I say, she is such a little diva and she can be so naughty sometimes. But it does make you laugh. Yeah. Fortunately, they see the funny side of it as well. But yeah, getting bullied by the dog. She does like to have her own way. What can I say? And yeah, I mean, she was just over the moon when we had our daughter come to visit as well. So, and our granddaughter came along because it's the school holidays. So, yeah, she's just seen everybody and everything, and she's just all over the place. So, yeah, she's playing me up at the moment because she wants to go on the bed, because I'm upstairs in my craft room. She wants to go to bed, and I'm not going to bed because I'm filming. So why she thinks I would be going to bed at this time in an afternoon, I don't know. But anyway, that's what she's nattering to do. So if you do hear any roos, it's because Madame is wanting me to go to bed without Hubby being here. Maybe she just wants an afternoon snooze. Right, so that's the miscellaneous done. At least we're cracking on with these. Right, so these are teardrops, and it's 4 different teardrops. Teeny tiny, tiny, small, and different colour. That's a technical term. Right, so it's not those. Oh, possibly could be those. We'll have a look. Ooh, we've got 2 bags of that one. Okay. Oh, they look like they are there. They're too big. Nope. Nope. Oh, nope. Different colour. Different colour. Oh, they're the teeny tinies. Look at that huge one there. So that looks like it's a new one, which is odd. Could it be that? No, because they're... I'll have a look. Maybe I've just got 2 colours in. Sometimes they do look a little bit darker when they're all clustered together in a bag. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Hey dear, and I'm losing my voice. I'm out of practice filming. Yeah, I've got a lot going on diamond painting wise. As I say, I've got lots coming up. I do need to get some sealing done, and I do need to... Is that the same as that one? Why have I put those separately? Well, I thought that the different shades. That does look a little bit darker than that one, so I'll put it in this bag for now. It is a little bit dark, as I say, in here today, so possibly they will look different in a proper light. You do really need to do things like this with a really good natural light so you can see your colours better. But I do like to make things difficult for myself. Yeah, they're definitely those. Yeah, I've got sealing to do. I've got clocks to build. I've got Christmas decoration ones that once they're sealed, I need to put them together with little toolkits and things. And then I've got lots of new Christmassy ones. I've got new ones to unbox, and I've also got new ones to do. Hopefully I'm going to try and get some WIP and chats done, so actually do some diamond painting on camera, and then that means I will actually get some diamond painting done. Because I must admit, I don't know why hospital is so tiring. You know, you sit for sort of like 4 and 5 hours on a hospital chair, and you get home and you're just so tired, you just want to go to sleep. Well, I do anyway. I just nod off, and then I don't get anything done, and I think this is no good. I need to be doing stuff. So anyway, that's those. Right, so now we're looking in the rounds, and there is a lot of rounds. So that's the full gold colour. Oh, are they teardrops as well? No, they're marquees. Why have I got those up there? Oh, I did the yeah, it's all right. My brain's not functioning today. Right, these are like the lemony colour. They're like a honey colour. Check that they've got facets on. Yes, they have. They're small ones, but they're like the lemony colour. Are they those? They're the same as those. They're a slightly bigger lemony colour. They're a slightly different shade, more of a honey, rather than like a... The more I class that as like a citric acid type colour. They're a slightly different colour as well. And those, and could they be those as well? Oh no, they're slightly bigger. So are they those? Have a look. Yeah, that's that size. So we've got 2 of those. Oh, and we've got... Oh, no, maybe not then, because we've got 2 lots of numbers on that one. That one got a number? No. Yeah, so we've got numbers on those. So right, let's have a look at these rounds. This may take a while, and then you may be happy to know gold is the last colour that I'm doing. So this video will be coming to an end. It's been a mammoth one. Right, so they could be those. I'll put them there for now. In the gold, we just want the small ones, which I believe are those. So they're definitely those. So we don't need the full gold colour. They're too big. Just put that one there. They're too big. So we're looking at sort of a biggish one. That could be that one. That one could be that one. So let's put that one back over there. We need the medium in like the honey gold, and then we're looking at the smaller ones and see if we've got one that's those numbers. That possibly could be that one. I put the bronzy ones in. Some of them are in with the gold and some of them are in with the orange, depending on what shade they are. But, well, to be fair, probably depending on what I'm feeling on the day. They could be those. They're not those. They're like a citrusy type yellow colour, aren't they? Could be those, although I've no number on that. They could be those, or they could be... No, they're too big. They haven't got any facets on. Oh, that's a mixed bag look. Not those. Not those. Could be those, possibly. Or could be those. Right, okay, so let's see if we can match any of these up. Right, we're getting there. We are getting there. So, we've got two different numbers on there. They do look the same though. Are they slightly bigger? No, they're not. They are the same. So, what number shall I put on those? I might put just both numbers on this. Have a think. I think it's that one. So, I'm going to put that number on that bag and put that one in a separate bag. So, where's my little stickers? These are from Rebecca at More Zest. So, we want a Y. 115 and a Y099. Okay, so that bag wants the Y115 on it. Okay. Oops. I must admit, I don't think I've had any numbers on the bags, have I? I haven't really been looking, to be fair. I've been too busy rabbiting. Oh dear, once I get off on a tangent, having a good moan about what's been going on with the hospitals and things, it's just crazy, absolutely crazy. No, I said I wasn't going to mention it again. I'm not going to mention it again. I'm not going to mention it again. So we'll just wait for hubby to get home tonight now. We'll do him a nice tea so that he can have some goodness. Okay, right, so do these all look the same? I think I've got a mixed bag there. I think I've got slightly bigger ones in there with smaller ones. So I think these are this size. Or is that a mixed bag as well? Albeit they look... No, do you know they are a slightly different colour, aren't they? So they're not those, so I'm going to put these in a bag on their own as well. Gold seems to be one of those. There's so many different shades. Goodness. I suppose there's a lot of different shades, and then you get lots of different like dye lots as they're doing it as well. So taking that into account, there's just hundreds sometimes. Do you know, the last one never seems to want to come out of these bags. It's like... You know, last man out, and we're not coming out. Right, these are definitely all the same, so these can all... Yeah, why did I have those separately? I must have thought they were different colours, but they're not, so I'm going to put them together. You're going to join your friends to be a bigger group. can have a bigger party because there's more of you. There you are. Get in there. Okay, that's that one. And oops, that is that one. That's that one. These are ever such good bags. So I do keep them and reuse them. So it's only the really, really thin ones with the red tops that you can't open half the time that I get rid of because I can't be doing with it. Right, so let's take the bits of card out. And they can join their friends. Oops. Go on, out you get. So that's those. And then these are this one. So that's good. Yep, they've all got facets on. Yeah, sometimes you do get the gold ones and they don't have the facets on. So you just need to double check. And that is those. Okay. And next one. Da da da. Oh, it's wonderful. I do like getting them all organised and getting them all in place. When I used to have a bit more time, was the cry. I did used to just come and have a look at my gems. Sometimes I just used to come and open the box and just have a look through. Look at all the sparkles. Yeah, I do like sparkly things. And get one in there. Okay. Right. So where are we? This gold one. Yeah, I like these as well. Full colour gold. They really do look like studs when you get them on things. They're quite effective, give a really different look. It's like the ones that don't have the facets on and are just like the plain like cabochon style. They look really different as well. And yeah, they're definitely those. So this is at least a job that's been on my list for probably since May. Oh dear, I do know that I made all my clocks in June and I did a lot of the Christmas in July things that I've still not put the sealer on them yet. So yeah, I've got still quite a bit to do. Right, so let's have a look at these. Oh, they're teeny tiny teardrops. They're marquees and they look like they're all the same marquee, which I do believe is that one. Just double check we haven't got any others. Nope. So, oops. Come here, you. Don't be escaping on me now. So let's get all these put into this bag. And then we're nearly done. Yay. These are this horrible, really thin bags. If you can't open them, I tend to just tear the top off because I get really cross with them and put them in the bin. I can't be doing with messing around. And that one in there. Okie doke. Da, da, da. We're getting there, we're getting there. Oh, Millie's just come back in the room. Not quite sure. Oh, she's having a niff. You're going in your bed next to the scream mask. Ooh. I know, does that smell of Daddy? At least he's home now. At least he's home now. What can you smell? I don't think there's any of your treats in there. I don't. You're having a real good niff. Niff, 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 niff. That's all Mummy's stuff she's got to sort out today. I know. Do you think she'll sort them out? I doubt it. Okay, shall we get on with what we're doing? What are we niffing for? Oh, she's got back in her bed. She's come back into her bed. So she's got sick of waiting for me to go into bed in the bedroom, and she's come back into her dog bed that she has in here. So she don't go in a dog bed much. She doesn't think she's a dog. Right, yeah, that's those. Okay. Last what? Oh no, we've got those. What did I decide to do with those? I think I do have a yellow. I did have a yellow. I'll decide what to do with those. They're definitely not just the plain crystal. They have definitely got like a yellowy tinge to them. So I'll have to decide what to do with those. Right, but not right this minute, because I need a cup of tea. My voice is going, can you tell? Oh, come on, get out, guys. Come on, that's it. Yay! Okay, S004 teardrops, gold teardrops. Right, so that is those done. So, well, thank you for joining me for Hubby's health update and Lizzie's moan. Oh dear, one day I won't talk about Hubby's health. Or maybe not. Anyway, we'll see. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little chat. If you have, as always, a thumbs up is very, very much appreciated. Just keeps me on the YouTube radar, as it were. If you've got any comments or questions, if you pop them in the comments down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And if you want to join our little family, see what we get up to next, and see some of those unboxings and exciting stuff I've got coming up, then if you press that subscribe button down in this corner and the all notifications bell next to it, you'll be notified when any of my videos come out, so you won't miss anything. Yay! Okay, thanks ever so much for stopping by. Take care, everybody, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.